at times could just really will them to victory.
As it did help in the series against the Clippers last year in the playoffs. And it's Ariza in the corner. Rocket 6. Smith gets it to go on the assist by Ariza. Smith's got the lead up to 4 now for the Rockets. And Anderson kicks to Aldridge. Inside, Duncan. And it's sent back by Howard. And they get it back. And that one's good. Rockets shooting it very well tonight, around 57%. Hits Harden with the drive. No good with the layup.
And, you know, for Houston's wins at home, a lot of it had to do with their three-point shooting. I mean, they shot an average of 35% from behind the arc at home, but kept their opponents to under 30% on the year in Houston.
And that one's good.
Getting the half off to a good start here already with some penetration.
And the shot is good. Anderson's got the game tied up here for the Spurs.
And their solid play in the paint continues, guys.
And that's been their focus, it seems, throughout the game. I like the discipline that they've showed in terms of creating those opportunities on the inside. And guys, this is what makes Houston so good and why they've been so good for so long. In the last 31 seasons, they've only had 2 losing seasons. Only team in the league. To do that. And he's been the catalyst all game long. Love how he's distributing the basketball.
No doubt about it, Greg. I mean, when the offense runs through him, it's really smooth. Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Yeah, but they better rally soon because they've given up 3 straight buckets in the paint.
Everything working for them out of the half as they've hit 4 of their first 5 shots.
They get the rebound.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
And that one's good. Beverly.
Well, they certainly didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Yeah, and that's important because this game may ultimately come down to which team controls the paint in crunch time.
And Ariza with the stop.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
Green dishes to Aldridge.
Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that one.
Doesn't he make the basics look pretty exceptional?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does them.
And he better stay with those basics because this game is still yet to be determined.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
And the Spurs last season became the first franchise to hire a female assistant coach. A big step, not just for the Spurs, but really for all of the NBA.
Houston, a whole new 5 on the floor. Houston leading by 4. The wide open look here for Terry. Sinks the three-pointer. Terry's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
Well, Greg, was talking about the assistant that was hired was Becky Hammon, a phenomenal player for a very long time in the WNBA. And Clark, you and I were talking about this before. She was a perfect candidate to become the first full-time female assistant.
Yeah, I agree with you, and it might not seem like that big a deal to some, but this was a big-time barrier breaker that the Spurs pulled off.
Here's West. Rebounded by Capella.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
And Parker, here we go. Here's Marjanovic. But they'll get another chance. And it's the Rockets on the break.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right.
I tell you what, I used to love to go up and jam like that.
San Antonio calls timeout.
And the Rockets were a tough team last year, but at times it really felt like a one-man show. Harden carried them so much for so long. You just have to wonder if it wore him out.
San Antonio making a switch here. 52 seconds left in the third. Spurs trail by 9. Pass to Diaw. Down low. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-hand.
The shot by McDaniels, no good. And if carrying the team during the regular season wore Harden down, Greg, as you were talking about, it didn't show that much in the playoffs. Harden was phenomenal most, if not Clark, all of the postseason.
I would agree with you, but there also were some other guys for Houston that did step up in the postseason. Howard looked as good as he did before all of his injuries, as a case in point.
And there's Terry following the three-pointer by Tony Parker. 5 on the clock. And he can't jam it through.
I like his tenacity getting to the basket there, even though the
points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. Rockets lead by 4. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The fourth quarter right ahead in what's been a very well-contested game. On the floor for San Antonio, they've got Duncan. Mills out there with Parker. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Green in at the 3, the small forward. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Green's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Spurs.
boy, he picked him out brilliantly with that feed inside. That was some slick passing from Harden on that one.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
And, guys, you know, we talked about it before, but it bears repeating. Dwight Howard may be the best overall rebounder in the last decade. 5 times out of the last 8 years, he's led the league in rebounding. That's almost impossible to do in the modern NBA.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Hey, Kevin. Well, the Rockets coach had some advice for the team over that last break. His advice clear-cut. I want to see you playing to win, not playing not to lose. I don't care what the lead is. We do not back off.
Aldridge can't get it to go. Howard is still Clark, an efficient rebounder, still prolific in fact, but he's no longer dominant. Last year he had not one 20-plus rebound game. Tell me the last time that happened.
Well, you know, this being Dwight's 12th season in the league, Kevin, a lot of wear and tear on him. I think he's trying to fight through it, and he's still very much more than serviceable. Wants to get a ring, and he's doing his part to try to make that happen.
And some nice passing there by Houston. Here's Beverly. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. And now a 7-point Rocket lead. Here's Aldridge. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And for LaMarcus Aldridge, always praised for his terrific shooting. His rebounding, as we know, Greg, has always been fantastic. Over the past 2 seasons, he's averaged double-digit boards.
And that's why so many teams wanted him in this last free agency period. His ability to put points on the board as well as clean the boards. What a deadly combination.
Baseline try, and nothing but hair on that one. Mill goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen. You know, on the topic of Aldridge's rebounding, I mean, he doesn't do it by banging people around. He does it with positioning, timing, and length. And you can say that about most of his games. Quietly, effective, and impactful.
So it's the Spurs now. It's a three-point game.
Well, he gets it in close, but you have to credit that stifling defense for forcing the miss.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, defense like that really increases the degree of difficulty on that shot by a large amount.
And Howard with the stuff.
Solid work on the back end of that play.
Yeah, finish hard with two hands on the stuff.
Yeah, nothing extravagant, guys, but again, no need on that one.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
Here's Mills, and it's good on the assist by Parker. Parker's got 3 assists in the game.
And guys, going back to Aldridge, last season was a difficult one for him. He had the torn ligament in his left thumb, but still fought through it to become the Blazers' all-time leader in rebound.
Now here is Aldridge. Smith with the defensive effort. There's 1:54 left in the fourth quarter. Duncan against Ariza. Duncan inside. And that's off the glass and in. Duncan's got 4 points this quarter.
And I love the fact that he didn't have to slow down or adjust there. The pass was just timed perfectly.
It's stolen by Duncan. And here's the break. Here's Parker. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. First free throw is good, and that ties the game up.
Looking at the game Parker's been having, he's got 8 points, and he's created a lot of chances for his teammates also.
And Clark, some of those assists that he's gotten today have been just electric.
Green, he's checked in for Patty Mills. San Antonio calls timeout. The score knotted at 55. 1:25 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And so he's good on both free throws, and that gives them the lead.
And you really can't say enough about his composure in the big moments, as cool as they come.
It's Harden with the drive. Good. It's been a tight one so far. Very close game.
Well, 7 lead changes, Kevin, in this one, and we could very well be seeing more.
And matchups, it's really what it's all about, and these two teams are really equal.
He's whistled for the 5-second back-to-the-basket violation.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Kicks to Beverly. And it's Harden shutting it down.
This is exactly what happens when you allow James Harden to heat up.
Out to Parker. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. And stolen by Howard. Here's the break. Here's Ariza. Green with the rebound. And San Antonio has possession. They trail by 3. It's taken away by Smith. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. A rebound by the Spurs.
They have a chance to tie it up.
A 3-ball would do just that.
Anderson passes to Aldridge. Money! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of look.
And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what, Greg? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within